Sector 66. The latest that we are picking up here on NDTV is that the building owner has been arrested. This even as major security lapse perhaps. Also, this is a congested area. There is a major fire that is underway. It's a very congested area in Noida 66. There are several industries in that entire neighborhood. Were the safety norms really violated? What were the SOPs in place? Was there some kind of a negligence also on part of the administration, on part of the owners of this building? This would be part of the investigation. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is taking stock of the situation because Noida lies in Gautam Budh Nagar, which is the part of Uttar Pradesh in the outskirts of the national capital in New Delhi. These are multiple visuals that we are putting across for you viewers from Noida killer fire location. This is Mamura village of Sector 66. You can see from multiple adjacent buildings, rescue operations are underway. These are residential buildings that we are talking about. But in the neighborhood, there are several industries and several offices also in this entire congested location. You can get a glimpse of the fire location. There are several vehicles that are completely charred, but there's also building where several individuals, several civilians are still trapped. The Noida Authority, the police, the fire brigade and several other services have been pressed into action where we are currently witnessing a major operation that is underway for search and rescue. The top priority for the government and the administration is to rescue each and every person alive. There are reports of 2 casualties as of now, but more than 50 people still trapped in this major, massive killer fire at this particular moment. We will get our reporters from down on ground getting some very important exclusive reportage on this front. And yes, NDTV will be at the forefront of investigating each and every possible angle as to why this fire took place, but also what were the causes, what was the reasons, and whether there was some kind of a major negligence that was reported here. From different parts of the country, but primarily from Delhi and the NCR, there have been several such incidents of fire being reported. Now, 4 important key visuals on your screens. You can see the rescue operation underway. You can also see the major fire that engulfed this residential Noida building. And then you can see senior officers of the police and the fire brigade in rescue operation and a huge crowd that has accumulated in that entire area. The last visual is of the rescue operation where from multiple buildings there are stairs and there are some kind of a bridge that has been set up temporarily by the locals, by some civilians who are trying to help the police and the fire brigade in this entire rescue operation. You can see ambulances and emergency vehicles at this moment, currently involved with this entire operation. And this is the latest that we are picking up, a very, very concerning development coming in from Noida in Gautam Budh Nagar of Uttar Pradesh. And we will be getting across to our reporters who will be reporting from Noida Sector 66 on this entire important development. Currently, we have Reet Kaur Sahni from Noida who will be joining us in a bit from now. And as of now, we are staying with these 4 important critical visuals that are coming in. Importantly, viewers, this is a location in Noida in the outskirts of India's national capital, Delhi, where a major fire has been reported. And of course, at this particular time, the question really is that who is responsible for this? Will there be a transparency? Will there be a speedy investigation? And who is answerable? Let's go across for a ground report on this entire location. 2 people died after fire that reportedly started while an electric vehicle was being swept through a residential building in Noida's Mamura village on Wednesday. And let's cut across to this exclusive ground report.
नोएडा के सेक्टर 66 में ममूरा गांव में एक मकान में भीषण आग लग गई और जिस मकान में आग लगी उसके हम आपको तस्वीर दिखा देते हैं। ये ग्राउंड प्लस 5 फ्लोर का ये मकान है और यहीं पर जो जानकारी मिली तकरीबन सुबह 11:30 बजे के आसपास जो आग है वो लगती है और जिसके बाद जो दमकल विभाग की गाड़ियां हैं वो यहाँ पर पहुंचती हैं। 7 गाड़ियां दमकल विभाग की बुलाई जाती हैं और 50 के करीब लोग इस मकान में फंसे होते हैं और जिन्हें रेस्क्यू करके जो नोएडा पुलिस है और जो दमकल विभाग की टीमें यहाँ पर पहुंचती हैं वो इन्हें निकालती हैं और जिनमें से जो जानकारी मिली है दो लोगों की जो मौत है वो पुष्टि हो चुकी है। एक महिला और एक पुरुष की मौत की जो जानकारी है वो सामने निकल कर आई है, और जो जिस तरह से इस पूरे मकान में आग लगी और जिसमें 50 लोगों के फंसने की जो नौबत है वो भी स्थिति सामने देखने को मिली। पूरा जो सामान अंदर का जलकर वो भी राख में तब्दील हो गया। तो कहीं ना कहीं जिस तरह से पूरी तरह लापरवाही हुई, और जो जानकारी सामने निकल कर आई कि एक जो इलेक्ट्रिक स्कूटी थी वो चार्जिंग में लगी हुई थी और शॉर्ट सर्किट होने की वजह से उसमें आग लगती है। और पूरे मकान में, ये आप ग्राउंड प्लस 5 मंजिला फ्लोर का जो मकान है ये देख पाएंगे, और इसमें भीषण आग जो है वो लग जाती है। कई लोग जो है वो फंसे रहते हैं, और राहत की बात ये रही कि तमाम लोगों को जो सुरक्षित बाहर निकाला गया। वहीं दूसरी तरफ 2 लोगों की मौत की जो पुष्टि है, क्योंकि आग काफी ज्यादा थी और दम घुटने की वजह से 2 लोगों की मौत की जो जानकारी है वो भी सामने निकल कर आ रही है। तो इस पूरे मामले में जो नोएडा पुलिस है उसने लापरवाही के तहत जो FIR है वो भी दर्ज की है। और देखने वाली बात हुई कि जब जांच और आगे बढ़ती है तो क्या कुछ चीजें और भी सामने निकल कर आती हैं। दिव्यांकर तिवारी, NDTV इंडिया, नोएडा।
All right, that's the latest that we are picking up. This was first ground report that we picked up from Sector 66 of Noida, where a major fire has been reported. As of now, 2 people have unfortunately died because of the suffocation, where they were trapped in this entire location. But on NDTV, we are putting across as much information that we are getting from this important story, and staying with this big story right now because the fire is currently underway. The people are still trapped. There is a major rescue operation, viewers, that is underway, and NDTV will be at the location shortly. This was the first ground report filed by the NDTV correspondent out there. As of now, there are 7 to 10 vehicles of the fire brigade. There is a large contingent of the Noida UP police out there, which is engaged in the entire rescue operation along with civilian volunteers. There could be a possibility of the NDRF rescue teams also at the location. In these visuals, you can also clearly see ambulances, police vehicles, and vehicles of the fire brigade currently engaged in a massive search and rescue operation, because the reports are that 50 people are still trapped in this location. We are staying with these visuals that are coming across live from Noida in Uttar Pradesh, on the outskirts of India's national capital, New Delhi. Very, very concerning developments out there. We empathize with the families that are trapped, but the top priority for the government and the administration is to rescue each and every person. The larger question also is that whether rules were flouted, whether there was any kind of an official negligence or negligence on part of the building owners in this case. Very, very disturbing visuals that are coming in. The first visual, may I describe, is of the rescue operation, the help of the civilians in the adjoining areas. And apart from the visuals that we are playing out, we also have DCP of Noida, Shailendra, speaking up on this entire development. Let's listen in.
एक इलेक्ट्रिक EV स्कूटी जो चार्जिंग में लगी थी उसमें स्पार्किंग हुई और उससे उस गाड़ी में आग लग गई और उसके आसपास खड़ी तमाम गाड़ियों में आग लग गई और उससे जो फ्यूम जनरेट हुआ वो काफ़ी मात्रा में उस बिल्डिंग के ऊपरी हिस्सों में ये चला गया और उसमें जो रहने वाले लोगों में उनके घरों में ये पहुंच गया। और जैसी सूचना मिली, पुलिस की टीमें और फायर सर्विस की रेस्क्यू टीमें और हाइड्रोलिक जो इक्विपमेंट्स हैं और फायर के जो टेंडर्स हैं मौके पर सबने पहुंच करके रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन शुरू किया।
All right, that's the latest that we are picking up. This is the first official reaction that's coming in. DCP of Noida, Shailendra Singh, details of how the fire really resulted in these casualties, but also this is an ongoing fluid situation. It's an ongoing search and rescue operation. On NDTV, we'll be keeping a very close watch on this big story. And viewers, moving on back to the south of the country, alleged bribe-gate charges rock Tamil Nadu government. Speaking at the Karur rally, Chief Minister Vijay took a stern stand against corruption, saying that in his state, not a single person will be involved in corruption. Hitting out at Vijay's promises, the BJP now has shared a video of a TVK leader, Veera, allegedly accepting a bribe of rupees 1.30 lakhs. BJP further accused Vijay of wearing a mask of power. This after Vijay's released a WhatsApp helpline to report bribe demands by government officers in the state. Let's listen.
when an allegation props up, it is very important that the party in power comes and clarifies on the issue. Now, this is not the first time an allegation is being made against the 3-month-old TVK government. We've already seen what has happened in the case of the land in Padani, the temple land which has been clearly demarcated and settled in the name of the temple. An attempt to register that land for a value of 2 crores has been made by the TVK government, and after a severe backlash it has been backtracked. Similarly, in this particular scenario where a video has now been released and it has been going viral, it is alleged that a person from an union called Mambakam, which is in the outskirts of Chennai, a functionary of the TVK is alleged to be taking a bribe of 1.3 lakhs to be giving out a local contract to a specific individual for one of the jobs to be done.
எனக்கு வந்து செக் பவர் இல்லை சார். இப்பயும் பண பரிவர்த்தனை என்கிட்ட இல்லை. எல்லாமே பிடிஓ ஜோனல் கண்ட்ரோல்ல இருக்கு சார். எல்லாமே இப்பயும் அவர் பணம் வாங்கினா ஜோனல் கிட்டயும் பிடிஓ கிட்டே தான் போய் அவர் செஞ்ச வேலைக்கு ஒன்று பணத்தை அவர் வாங்கிக்கணும். அவரு என்ன பண்றாரு, என்கிட்ட வராரு. ஜேசிபியும் ஏற்கனவே வந்து ஒரு டெத்து சம்பந்தமா ஒரு 25 நாளுக்கு முன்னாடி என்கிட்ட வந்து கேஷா ஒரு 1.5 லட்சம் வாங்கிட்டு போறாரு சார். அதுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 50,000 வந்து 9ஆம் தேதியும் இன்னொரு 50,000 வந்து ஜிபேலையும் 2 தவணையா எனக்கு அந்த காசு வாங்கின காசை கொடுக்குறாரு. நேர்ல வந்து ஒரு 30,000 கொடுக்குறாரு சார் அவரு. இதை என்ன சொல்றாரு, நான் ஒப்பந்தத்தை அவர் செஞ்ச வேலைக்கு காசு வாங்கின மாதிரி டிஎம்கேல இதே ஒரு ஒன்றிய சேர்மனும் ஒன்றிய கவுன்சிலர் அருண் குமாரும்.
And the BJP's attack against Vijay continues, but let's listen in to what Chief Minister Vijay had to say on these charges of bribery and corruption.
உங்ககிட்ட யாராவது லஞ்சம் ஏதாவது கேட்டாங்கன்னா கொடுக்க முடியாது சொல்லுங்க. நான் இருக்கேன் உங்களோட. அப்படியே யாராவது ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணாங்கன்னா இது எங்க மகன், எங்க புள்ள, எங்க அண்ணன், எங்க தம்பி, எங்க விஜய், எங்க விஜயோட ஆட்சின்னு ஸ்ட்ராங்கா சொல்லுங்க. மக்களே, நீங்க கூட இருக்கும் போது லஞ்ச ஊழல் மட்டும் இல்ல, அதிகாரத்தை வச்சு ஆட்டம் போடுற யாரா இருந்தாலும் அடங்கிடுவாங்க.
There are two simultaneous narratives that are coming across. One, viewers, is Vijay's anti-corruption drive. There's a helpline that has been started, and there is a commitment that Vijay has given to the people of Tamil Nadu that there will be no corruption that will be tolerated. On the other hand, there are serious charges that have been levied by the BJP that is this anti-corruption drive merely a narrative. In reality, there are serious charges that are coming across the Vijay Sarkar. This is the very first time that Vijay is in government, but certainly he's been scrutinized on all levels, corruption being one of the top priorities that Vijay says remains a top concern, and there will be everything done so that there is no corruption in the Vijay Sarkar. Now, NDTV's Vijay joins us on this big story. Vijay, what's the latest that you're picking up? Politically, you know, there have been attempts by the BJP and the DMK to corner Vijay, but in this particular instance, some very significant charges against them. What is the government likely to do?
Aditya, that's right. Politically, BJP and DMK and even ADMK parties have been criticizing TVK over various issues, especially as Vijay had given voice against corruption and bribery. Very recently, when he visited Karur district also, he said, if anyone asked any sort of bribe, he asked people to name this government is run by TVK Chief Vijay, and here Chief Minister is C. Joseph Vijay, not to give any bribes for any government works. So on the other hand, today there was a viral video from last evening. There has been a viral video from Chengalpattu district where it was seen TVK functionary and also a local panchayat president from Chengalpattu district was seen allegedly taking bribe from one of the contractor. The video purportedly shows the conversation between the contractor and TVK functionary where there was a mention of some sort of amount, but it is not clear whether he was demanding bribes to do some work. But however, the contractor himself claimed he gave bribe of around 1,30,000 to do some sort of works, some sort of road works in the Chengalpattu district. But however, NDTV spoke to the Panchayat president himself, Veerasamy, his name is Veerasamy, where he had denied the allegation. He accused the contractor himself belongs to DMK. He is a huge supporter of DMK. He wants to defame the Chief Minister. He wants to bring bad name to Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay and TVK government. That's why they are setting false narrative. His stand is like he had borrowed money from the contractor, borrowed money from the panchayat president. So in return only he had paid the amount 30,000, 40,000 through GPay and PhonePe. There was no sort of any sort of bribery and all. But however, opposition parties, especially BJP, raised concern and flagged this bribery charge. They are demanding action against the panchayat president. Even the panchayat president himself known for controversy. Very recently there was no confidence motion was brought against him and he was removed from the post. But however, he approached Madras High Court, and then only 20 days back only he again became the panchayat president of that area. So now the controversy have erupted between the opposition parties and TVK. TVK as a party yet to respond over this issue. But however, NDTV spoke to the panchayat president. He himself gave clarification over the issue. But however, other parties, opposition parties, continues to demand response from the TVK party.
All right, there is transparency that the opposition is seeking, but the Vijay on his part is assuring that everything will be done to curtail this menace of corruption that has been underway for a very long time, not just in Tamil Nadu, but other parts of the country as well. Vijay has in fact given an assurance during the Karur rally about this, and it's likely that there would be more steps that will be taken by the government. Vijay continues to be with us on this big story. Vijay, what more can we expect from Vijay, even as on several fronts, there has been a significant political attack against Vijay, be it corruption, be it, the help that he has announced for the women of Tamil Nadu as well. Are the opposition also planning to gun for Vijay in the days ahead?
Aditya, like you mentioned, this is the first time TVK become the ruling party in the state. All the MLAs and senior ministers or maximum or newcomers, and Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay himself, the very first time he become Chief Minister for Tamil Nadu. So many challenges, and the roads won't be easy for TVK government as far as government is concerned, because on the other hand, we have two Dravidian parties, ADMK, DMK. They will accuse TVK government over various issues. And also, as TVK had given a word of clean governance, that won't be definitely, that is not going to be easy days for TVK government, because Vijay himself had given a voice against corruption and bribery charge. But we saw video, even though those are all allegations yet to be proved, we saw video of where the TVK functionary himself getting bribes from one of the contractor, and many allegations against the TVK government. How the government is going to manage this and how they are going to give the clean governance will be very interesting to see. On the other hand, today Chief Minister, there was a circular, yesterday there was a circular issued by the Chief Secretary to all the government offices saying that there should be a notice should be pasted across the public places and government offices with the WhatsApp helpline number, where people can WhatsApp them if any government staffs demanded bribes. But this is not a new number, this is already existing number. Now TVK government is strengthening the number, strengthening the connection with the people on the ground. They have announced the number. They are giving doing more publicity of the said number. The complaint can rise to DVAC officials. Immediately DVAC officials will inquiry into the alleged bribe and they will take action. But the road won't be easy for TVK, as opposition parties are ready with more issues.
All right, the bribe gate storm continues in Tamil Nadu as the opposition guns for the Chief Minister, but the Chief Minister on his part is assuring that there will be anti-graft measures that will be taken. Thank you, Vijay, for getting us that story. And staying with Tamil Nadu, a shocking custodial death in Tamil Nadu has sparked outrage. Victims' relatives had refused to accept his body and staged a road blockade demanding justice. They allege that Varman's body had injuries caused by police assault. Sabari Varman, a remand prisoner lodged at the Nagarkol district jail in the Kanyakumari, died while in judicial custody. According to Tamil Nadu police, Sabari Varman was arrested on July 9th in connection with the alleged possession and sale of banned tobacco. On July 13, Varman died inside the jail. During the investigation, officials found evidence suggesting that an altercation had taken place inside the prison on the night of July 11th. The DMK has launched a sharp attack on the Vijay-led government, alleging that incidents of police brutality are increasing under his rule. Let's listen into some of the reactions on this big story from Tamil Nadu.
விசாரணையில் தான் இருந்துட்டு ஒன் போஸ்ட்மார்ட்டம் முடிச்ச பிறகு உங்களுக்கு டீட்டெயிலாக நான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுறேன்.
திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகம் ஆட்சியில் இருக்கும்போது எங்களுடைய முதலமைச்சர் பொறுப்பில் இருக்கிற போது சிவகங்கை மாவட்டத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய மடப்புரம் கோவில் காவலாளி திரு அஜித்குமார் தாக்கப்பட்டு மரணமடைந்தார் என்ற ஒரு செய்தி வந்தபோது அன்னைக்கு இந்த திரு விஜய் என்ன செஞ்சார்? மேடை போட்டு பேசினார். அந்த குடும்பத்தாரை மேடையில் ஏற்றினார். எங்களுடைய அன்றைக்கு முதலமைச்சராக இருந்த நம்முடைய திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழக தலைவர் நடந்த சம்பவத்திற்கு பொறுப்பேற்று அந்த குடும்பத்தாரிடம் மன்னிப்பு கேட்டார். அப்போ என்ன பேசினார் இந்த விஜய்? சாரி வேண்டாம் சார், எங்களுக்கு நீதி வேண்டும் தான் என்று சொன்ன விஜய் இன்றைக்கு ரீல்ஸ் வேண்டாம், எங்களுக்கு நீதி வேண்டும் என்று தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்கள் கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள்.
When Mr. Vijay was the chief minister of today was an opposition leader, he took up the issue of custodial deaths in big scale. Now in his government, the police atrocity is extending to an extent where one death has happened in the prison, 9th the person was remanded, and 13th it is alleged that the death has happened. Within 2 or 3 days, the death has happened from the time of remand. So it raises a serious question about police brutality within the prison. All the more the news is that there were suspected wounds on the body, possibly could be the cause of death, that has been registered by the district magistrate as reported in the media.
Now shifting focus to a big political controversy ahead of the Parliament session in New Delhi. A fresh political battle has erupted over the proposed Constitution Amendment Bill, with the BJP and the Congress trading charges over its intent and impact. Congress MP P. Chidambaram has said that the bill's real purpose is not women's reservation, but delimitation of the constituencies. Also, the NCP SP MP Supriya Sule has said that they will only hold discussion on the bill if government will give 50% increase in seats promised in writing. Sources say the government is preparing to bring key constitution amendment bill, but only after ensuring it has the numbers to pass them. The BJP has hit back, calling his claims politically motivated and misleading. The party said delimitation is a constitutional process aimed at ensuring fair representation for citizens. Well, ahead of the session inside the parliament, there are fireworks, and both Congress and other political parties are trading charges with the BJP. But here are these reactions that we are picking up on this big story.
हमने मांग नहीं की, कोई इंडिया अलायंस ने कोई मांग नहीं की. हम सिर्फ कह रहे कि 33% रिजर्वेशन जो महिलाओं के लिए लाया है उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कीजिए. ये हमारी मांग है, लिमिटेड मांग है. डीलिमिटेशन की कोई भी मांग इंडिया अलायंस ना एनसीपी एसपी ने की है. हमारी कोई मांग नहीं है. हमारी सिर्फ इतनी मांग सीमित है कि आपने महिलाओं को आरक्षण देने का वायदा किया था, वो वायदा पूरा कीजिए. सिंपल.
On NDTV, the news continues. We will be getting you all the breaking updates, including the Noida fire. But it's time to head for a short break, and news continues.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे. केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी.
याद है ना मैंने क्या सिखाया था? सिल्वर के लिए स्टर्लिंग मार्क, गोल्ड के लिए हॉल मार्क, और मस्टर्ड ऑयल के लिए सिर्फ पी मार्क.
इस बार तो माँ से भी बेहतर बना.
पी मार्क द मस्टर्ड स्पेशलिस्ट सिंस 1933. बरसों से सरसों.
कुछ तो बात है इस दिल में.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात. वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है. अरे मेरे राजा.
Today's last word becomes tomorrow's first edge.
When markets close, clarity matters as much as speed.
We break down what stayed beneath the surface and what could follow.
Because the last start today gives you the head start you need tomorrow.
Join us before every closing bell
on India Market Close.
The that if a boy from Ahmedabad with no capital and no connections could build, then there must be 1,000 more Gautam Adanis sitting undiscovered.
जिनके आइडियाज हैं दमदार, वो सब हैं वंदे भारतम के नेशनल स्टेज के हकदार। प्रो इनोवेटर्स रजिस्ट्रेशन करो wandebharatam.org पर 19 जुलाई तक। An initiative by Gautam Adani।
यही है वंदे भारत।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
पर जब इंसान प्रकृति के साथ सामंजस्य को आत्मसात कर लेता है तो वो मधुर और लालन पोषण करने वाली बन जाती है। पी मार्क सरसों के तेल ने प्राकृतिक तरीके से सरसों के तेल को बनाया है शुद्धता और गुणवत्ता के साथ।
The mustard specialist since 1933. बरसों से सरसों।
कुछ तो बात है इस दिल में।
The Shiv Sena Shinde faction corporator is
All right, breaking news coming in on top of this news bulletin. NDTV news break has been confirmed. Jananayagan set to release on July 23rd. The countdown begins to the epic release of Jananayagan out on July 23rd, viewers. It's a huge relief coming in for Vijay and the fans of Vijay all across Tamil Nadu. There are likely to be celebrations and, of course, people who are fond of Chief Minister Vijay as an actor, as somebody who aces in his craft. And, of course, there are thousands of his viewers, his supporters who might be actually in a celebratory mode because after weeks and months of the entire status quo, the legal battle and the challenges that Vijay and his producers have had with this entire battle for the release of Jananayagan, finally the countdown begins for the epic release of Jananayagan. NDTV had first reported that on July 23rd, Jananayagan will hit the screens, and that's what is happening. Is going to be a massive countdown until the big release. Vijay from NDTV joins us on this big story. Vijay, what an epic moment, if I can describe it like that, because it's not been easy over the last few weeks for this release, and the huge relief coming in for Vijay, his fans, his supporters, somebody who has aced his craft, and now his final venture, Jananayagan, is going to hit the screens.
Aditya, that's right. More than an epic moment, it's an emotional moment for Vijay's fan across across the world, because Jananayagan is said to be Vijay's farewell movie, the last dance, we can call this as. Just before 2026 election, actually it was scheduled to release on Jan 9th ahead of Pongal, and to set the political tone for TVK, Tamalaga Vetrikalagam party, also with many political dialogues and political references. However, the movie got struck with CBFC certification issue and many legal tussles between production house and the CBFC. Even production house approached the Madras High Court to get the certification from the CBFC, but however the court gave verdict in favor of CBFC, and then CBFC referred the movie to the revising committee, and then cleared with A certificate. Now the movie is all set to get released on July 23rd. Officially, KVN Production have made that announcement.
All right, Vijay getting us the latest on this big story. It's an emotional moment, it's an epic moment for Vijay, but also his thousands and thousands of fans in Tamil Nadu and across the country. We'll be keeping that story on top of the agenda and keeping a close watch on that. And meanwhile, staying with Tamil Nadu, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Vijay, is set to script political and cinematic history. His much-awaited film, Jananayagan, will finally release on July 23rd. The film has already cleared the censor hurdle with an A certificate after months of legal battles and delays. The release is significant because Jananayagan will make Vijay the first sitting Tamil Nadu Chief Minister to have a film released while in office. The film also marks Vijay's farewell to cinema, giving every scene and dialogue added political significance. Here is a special report on this entire development.
சம்பவம் பண்றவனு கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்ப, அதுல ரெக்கார்டு வைக்கிறவனு கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கியா?
Jananayagan, the people's hero. Not just the title of Vijay's final film, but the slogan of a political journey. When the film was first announced, it was scheduled for a Pongal 2026 release, just weeks before Tamil Nadu voted. The timing was impossible to ignore. At his first political rally, Vijay declared he was walking away from cinema at the peak of his career to dedicate himself fully to public service. The teaser left little to interpretation. A police officer, a sword, a burning battlefield, a bleeding fist, and one line. A true leader rises not for power, but for the people. The messaging wasn't cinematic alone, it was unmistakably political. Industry sources even suggested the film ended with Vijay becoming Chief Minister, a fictional climax that now mirrors reality. The first poster portrayed Vijay as the torchbearer of democracy. Released on Republic Day, another poster recreated the famous Neyveli selfie from 2020, a moment that had already become part of Vijay's political mythology. The message, the people made me. Then came perhaps the strongest political signal, Vijay holding a whip with the words Nanannayittal, if I give the order, a direct callback to M.G. Ramachandran's iconic 1965 song, drawing deliberate parallels with Tamil Nadu's most successful actor-politician. Even the music became campaign messaging. As Vijay returned to the public stage after the Karur stampede, the second single Urupere Varalaru released online. A song celebrating a name that creates history, people's leadership and collective rise. Its release coincided with Vijay's biggest political rally, turning a film promotion into a political movement. Throughout the campaign, Vijay repeatedly invoked MGR. On screen and off it, every teasers, every poster, every lyric appeared carefully crafted to transform millions of fans into voters. But then politics overtook cinema. Instead of releasing before voters went to the polls, Jananayagan now arrives after Vijay has already won and taken oath as Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister. What was conceived as a campaign companion has become the first film release of a sitting Chief Minister. The political messaging remains unchanged, only the ending has arrived before the film itself. This is an NDTV Bureau Report.
Coming. Now in Tamil Nadu, the relationship between cinema and politics spans decades, from the Dravidian movement's use of films as a political medium to the rise of iconic leaders like M.G. Ramachandran and J. Jayalalitha. While many actors entered politics with varying degrees of success, Vijay has become the latest to make the transition. With Jananayagan releasing after he has already taken oath as the Chief Minister, the film now stands not as a campaign vehicle, but as a cinematic culmination of a political journey that has already become history.
Tamil Nadu is perhaps the only Indian state where the journey from the silver screen to the secretariat has not just been possible, but has repeatedly changed the course of politics. Here, cinema has never been mere entertainment. It has been a political language, a campaign platform, and for some, a pathway to power. The roots of this relationship go back to the Dravidian movement. Leaders like C.N. Annadurai and M. Karunanidhi understood early that cinema would carry political ideas farther than any public meeting. Their scripts filled theatres with messages of rationalism, self-respect and social justice. Parasakti wasn't just a blockbuster, it transformed cinema into political communication. Then came M.G. Ramachandran. On screen, he fought injustice. Off screen, millions believed he would do the same in government. From matinee idol to Chief Minister, MGR proved that cinema, organization and political messaging could create an electoral phenomenon. J. Jayalalitha followed. Her screen image of confidence and authority evolved into one of Tamil Nadu's most formidable political careers. She remains the only actress to have successfully transformed cinematic stardom into long-term political dominance. Not every star found the same success. Sivaji Ganesan struggled politically. Vijayakant emerged as a significant force and even became leader of the opposition. Rajinikanth never entered the electoral arena despite years of speculation. Kamal Haasan built a political movement but couldn't convert popularity into power. The lesson seemed clear. Celebrity alone was no longer enough. Cinema, however, never left Tamil Nadu politics. Karunanidhi's screenwriting legacy endured. M.K. Stalin briefly acted in films. Udayanidhi Stalin moved from film production and acting into government. The bond between cinema and politics remained deeply embedded in the state's political culture. And then came Thalapathy Vijay. Unlike many before him, Vijay carefully merged his cinematic farewell with his political rise. His final film, Jananayagan, was originally scheduled to release just before the 2026 Assembly election. Its teaser spoke of leadership, its songs celebrated people's power. Vijay's rise has rewritten Tamil Nadu's long-running story of cinema and politics. He has become the latest actor to cross from the silver screen into Fort St. George. For nearly a century, Tamil Nadu has shown that films can create political icons. With Vijay now occupying the Chief Minister's chair, Jananayagan is no longer a campaign film. It is a cinematic epilogue to an election already won and perhaps the first chapter of a much bigger political story. Bureau Report, NDTV.
And it was meant to be Vijay's farewell to cinema before entering full-time politics. Instead, fate has rewritten the script. Jananayagan is now set to release after Vijay has already become the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, making him the first sitting Tamil Nadu Chief Minister to headline the release of a commercial feature film. But getting here has been anything but easy. From a prolonged censor battle to court proceedings, from repeated delays to one of India's biggest piracy scandals, the journey of Jananayagan has been as dramatic as any political thriller.
This was supposed to be Vijay's final bow as an actor. Originally scheduled for a Pongal release on January 9th, months before the Tamil Nadu Assembly elections, Jananayagan was expected to mark the end of one journey and the beginning of another. But politics overtook cinema. Now, when the movie releases, Vijay is already the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, a historic first. For the first time, a sitting Tamil Nadu Chief Minister will have a new commercial movie releasing in theatres. The road to release, however, was anything smooth. The makers approached the Central Board of Film Certification in December 2025. An examining committee watched the movie and recommended a UA 16 Plus certificate after certain cuts. The required changes were made. But just days before release, the certification process took an unexpected turn. The CBFC referred the movie to its revising committee, bringing the release to a halt. And what followed was a legal battle. The release was postponed indefinitely. The censor dispute soon became one of the closely watched certification battles in recent Tamil cinema. Months later, the impasse finally ended with the movie receiving an A certificate. But even before reaching the theatres, Jananayagan suffered another major blow. The movie was leaked online. What first appeared to be a few seconds soon turned out into a complete movie, circulating across WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, and even torrent platforms. Despite the setbacks, the legal battle, the certification controversy, the piracy crisis, Jananayagan is finally heading to theatres. Made on a reported budget of rupees 500 crore. The political action drama stars Vijay alongside Pooja Hegde, Bobby Deol, Prakash Raj, Priyamani, Mamita Baiju, Narayan, Nasar and Gautam Vasudev Menon, with music by Anirudh Ravichandar. For Vijay, Jananayagan is no longer just another movie release. It is the final chapter of a decades-long acting career and the first release of his tenure as Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister. Whether it becomes a box office blockbuster or not, the movie has already secured its place in history. For millions of fans, Jananayagan marks the end of Vijay, the superstar. For Tamil Nadu, it marks the beginning of an unprecedented chapter where the state's chief minister is also the hero on the silver screen. And when the curtains rise, the audience will not be just watching a movie, they will be witnessing history. NDTV Bureau Report.
I am coming.
And there's breaking news coming in, even as we stay with this big story on Jananayagan hitting the screens. Actor Vijay shares Jananayagan release date, first sitting Tamil Nadu Chief Minister to have a film release. Actor Chief Minister promotes Jananayagan, and the Jananayagan release is on July 23rd. We broke this first here on NDTV, and now it is Vijay, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, confirming that Jananayagan will be releasing on July 23rd. That's the poster on your screens, viewers. It is the big moment really coming in, a hugely emotional moment for thousands and thousands of fans of Thalapathy Vijay. On this entire moment, it hasn't been easy for him and his supporters. It's been a long legal hurdle with a hurdle of piracy as well. And here is actor Vijay sharing the first poster of Jananayagan. And now, viewers, NDTV's managing editor Shiv Arur spoke exclusively to Jananayagan's producer. Take a look.
Venkat K. Narayana, founder of KVN Films and producer of Jananayagan, the blockbuster that hasn't even released yet. Mr. Venkat sir, good to have you. We saw you on the swearing-in day as well, and I'm going to come to that because that was a signal moment for the beginning of the entire Vijay journey as Chief Minister. But fans of Vijay, fans of yours, Venkat sir, are forcing me to make my first question to you this. When is Jananayagan going to release?
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here. Yes, we are all waiting for Jananayagan to hit the theatres. We have a process to follow. We are awaiting the certificate from CBFC, and their revision committee also has met some time ago. And once they give their final nod, we will immediately take it to the theatres. In fact, all fans are asking for the same. Their request has also been to change the title card from Thalapathy Vijay to Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. When we started the movie, we didn't know that we had to go through all this. In a way, if you see, it's a happy that Vijay sir has become Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu and truly the Jananayagan of TN. And maybe it's destined that this movie has to get released after he becomes a Chief Minister. Destiny had a different climax, so we'll bring it out soon.
Now that Vijay is the Chief Minister, Venkat sir, tell us and tell fans across India and the world, why was this film stopped from release? It was cleared, then someone had a change of heart, then decisions changed. So much has happened behind closed doors or in the shadows. Fans have a right to know why Jananayagan was not, did not come out before the election was over. What happened?
So we applied for censor certificate sometime in December on 18th, and examining committee watched the movie, and in principally they cleared, and they informed us that we will get UA 16 plus certification, and subsequently when we are expecting the certificate instead of a certificate, we got a mail saying that there is a complaint on the movie and therefore they have to withhold the certificate and refer it to the revision commission. constituting of a large number of members. And we did approach at that point in time a court of law saying that we haven't even released the movie. How can there be a complaint? And there are also enough judgments saying that public complaint should not be entertained because censor board is a final authority in taking a decision. But we learned in the court that the complainant was one of the examining committee members himself who had earlier consented. And therefore, we had to go to revision committee. We did apply for revision committee immediately after that in the month of February. And since then, process has been on. And we need to follow law of the land to release the movie in the theatres. So we await the certificate.
Does Vijay's political victory, in the election and becoming the chief minister now, Venkat sir, feel, to you personally like a bit of a vindication? Because it must have been disappointing to not be able to bring the film out for his fans in a timely manner. And now the reality and the truth is that the film didn't need to come out, like you said, for him to be accepted by the people. Maybe it was written in the stars that it should come out after he becomes the chief minister.
True. I mean, the way we had planned was to bring out the movie into theaters in the month of January during the Pongal time. And everybody were looking forward to it. We had planned for grand release worldwide. And we did an audio function in Malaysia, which saw huge crowds, and it was a record by itself. This was definitely unexpected. Fans were also very disappointed. They were angry as well. But it is what it is. And we need to follow the process.
So the big Jananayagan moment is here. NDTV will be tracking that very, very closely, but it's time to head for a short break. News and updates continue on the other side.
केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
पर जब इंसान प्रकृति के साथ सामंजस्य को आत्मसात कर लेता है तो वो मधुर और लालन पोषण करने वाली बन जाती है। पी मार्क सरसों के तेल ने प्राकृतिक तरीके से सरसों के तेल को बनाया है शुद्धता और गुणवत्ता के साथ।
The mustard specialist since 1933, बरसों से सरसों।
कुछ तो बात है इस दिल में। मीठा या नमकीन, चाहे जैसे खाओ, 100% सूजी से बनी आर प्योर वर्मिसेली, स्वादिष्ट, सेहतमंद हर रोज।
Today's last word becomes tomorrow's first edge.
When markets close, clarity matters as much as speed.
We break down what stayed beneath the surface and what could follow.
Because the last start today gives you the head start you need tomorrow.
Join us before every closing bell
on India Market Close.
That if a boy from Ahmedabad with no capital and no connections could build, then there must be 1,000 more Gautam Adanis sitting undiscovered.
जिनके आइडियाज हैं दमदार, वो सब हैं वंदे भारतम के नेशनल स्टेज के हकदार। प्रो इनोवेटर्स, रजिस्ट्रेशन करो wandebharatam.org पर 19 जुलाई तक। An initiative by गौतम अदानी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
India Inc.'s most respected names chose India Inc.'s best and brightest.
These kind of awards and jury lineup, you are truly giving it the right weightage.
I think it's heartening to see talent that there is across India Inc.
We should be awarding companies and individuals who have focused not only on growth but also on bringing good governance.
Be part of jury and vote on the people, the men, the women, the companies in India who have the right stuff is a great opportunity for us.
For us, the biggest thing is trust. That's what we provide. We need leaders in India that can help take India being a global superpower.
We've got a fantastic jury and we've left all decisions to the wisdom of the jury.
Who will earn India's top business honors? Find out at the NDTV Profit Business Leadership Awards. Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
The Shiv Sena Shinde faction corporator is seen assaulting a female doctor and nurses at a hospital in Dombivli.
The thug you see is Shinde Sena corporator Ramesh Mhatre of Dombivli. Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, I have a direct question for you tonight. Will your government immediately arrest this rowdy Ramesh Mhatre?
We learned that the
Welcome back, viewers. You're watching NDTV. The Tiraj call. A landmark trade deal between India and the United Kingdom comes into effect from today. The Comprehensive Economic Trade Agreement, or CETA, promises to reshape the flow of goods and investments between the two countries. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed the historic trade deal and stated that this is a significant moment in India and United Kingdom partnership. He also stated that with the coming into force of the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement and the Agreement on Social Security, our economic linkages are going to get even deeper. Also, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal said that this deal enhances global position of our workforces and will provide better opportunity for leather as well as the textile industries. And that's all we had on this bulletin, viewers. But on NDTV, we'll be tracking each and every national and global stories. Keep watching.
समर में बाल्टी तो चाहिए फॉर योर पसीना बाल्टी, और मॉनसून में बाल्टी तो चाहिए फॉर छत का पसीना।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मम्मा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा
याद है ना मैंने क्या सिखाया था? सिल्वर के लिए स्टर्लिंग मार्क, गोल्ड के लिए हॉल मार्क और
मस्टर्ड ऑयल के लिए सिर्फ पी मार्क।
इस बार तो माँ से भी बेहतर बना।
P Mark, the mustard specialist since 1933. बरसों से सरसों।
कुछ तो बात है इस दिल में।
Today's last word becomes tomorrow's first edge.
When markets close, clarity matters as much as speed.
We break down what stayed beneath the surface and what could follow.
Because the last start today gives you the head start you need tomorrow.
Join us before every closing bell
on India Market Close.
That if a boy from Ahmedabad with no capital and no connections could build, then there must be 1,000 more Gautam Adanis sitting undiscovered.
जिनके आइडियाज हैं दमदार, वो सब हैं वंदे भारतम के नेशनल स्टेज के हकदार। प्रो इनोवेटर्स रजिस्ट्रेशन करो wandebharatam.org पर 19 जुलाई तक। An initiative by Gautam Adani.
India Inc.'s most respected names chose India Inc.'s best and brightest.
These kind of awards and jury lineup, you are truly giving it the right weightage.
I think it's heartening to see talent that there is across India Inc.
We should be awarding companies and individuals who have focused not only on growth but also on bringing good governance.
Be part of jury and vote on the people, the men, the women, the companies in India who have the right stuff is a great opportunity for us.
For us, the biggest thing is trust. That's what we provide. We need leaders in India that can help take India being a global superpower.
We've got a fantastic jury and we've left all decisions to the wisdom of the jury.
Who will earn India's top business honors? Find out at the NDTV Profit Business Leadership Awards. मीठा या नमकीन, चाहे जैसे खाओ, 100% सूजी से बनी आर प्योर वर्मिसली, स्वादिष्ट, सेहतमंद हर रोज। आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरी डे।
The Shiv Sena Shinde faction corporator is seen assaulting a female doctor and nurses at a hospital in Dombivli.
The thug you see is Shinde Sena corporator Ramesh Mhatre of Dombivli. Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, I have a direct question for you tonight. Will your government immediately arrest this rowdy Ramesh Mhatre?
We learned that the action has been taken against the thug neta that we see on our screens right now. FIR has been registered against this man.
And joining me live from Mumbai is Ramesh Mhatre. क्या आपको जरा भी शर्म नहीं आती है? आपको किसने हक दिया हाथ उठाने का?
हमको हक हमारे पार्टी के बालासाहेब ठाकरे ने दिया जहाँ भी अन्याय हो।
आप कॉर्पोरेटर हो या गुंडे हो सर? नेशनल टीवी पर हैं आप। क्या आप माफी मांगेंगे कि आप
अगर हमारे कारपोरेशन में एक पेशेंट के लिए पेशेंट को इलाज करने के लिए अगर ऐसा हमको करना पड़ता है उसका हमको अफसोस है।
इसका मतलब कि आगे जाके भी अगर
Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching NDTV Newsroom with me, Raisha Saigal. There's lots lined up for you on the show today, from a fire engulfed in a high-rise building in Noida to the Jananayagan release. We'll be tracking all of that, but first, the headlines. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Vijay Jananayagan to finally hit screens. Jananayagan out on July 23rd. Fire engulfs building in Noida, Delhi NCR. 2 killed, around 48 others rescued. Fire after spark in electric bike. Building owner detained. Deadly fire exposes safety concerns. Fresh setback for Mamata Banerjee. Loyalist Madan Mitra turns rebel, meets Ritabrata Banerjee, which is the second faction of the TMC. A rebel faction says he's joined the rebel camp, quits all party posts. BJP claims TVK leader took ₹1.3 lakh bribe, mocks Vijay. Tamil Nadu government launches anti-graft helpline, anti-bribery drive amid bribe gate row. Showdown over constitution bill ahead of monsoon session of parliament. Congress claims the government will try to bring delimitation bill back. Supriya Sule denies support to centre. BJP hits out at the INDIA bloc. An India and UK trade deal comes into effect from today. Prime Minister Modi hails the agreement, calls it significant moment. Asserts pact will give fresh momentum to India's farm. And well, we start off with some breaking news that's coming in on top of the show. We're talking about a man, his name is Raj Kumar, who bled to death outside a police station in Uttar Pradesh's Ghaziabad. We have the picture of that man on your screens right now. He's 22 years old and he had begged for help for 40 minutes to the police officials. According to eyewitnesses, the women police personnel stationed at the pink police booth got scared and they locked themselves inside the booth, perhaps not wanting to help Raj Kumar. Let's now tell you about the sequence of events as to what led to this incident. An auto rickshaw carrying 4 to 5 people, including the driver, drove straight to the pink police booth. According to the police and eyewitnesses, all of them were allegedly under the influence of alcohol. That's what the women police personnel have to say. A dispute had broken out among them over the auto fare. As per eyewitness, women police personnel present at the booth told them that it was a pink police booth and advised them to approach the nearby men's police station. Due to intense bleeding, he collapsed right in front of the police station, even if it was a pink police booth. A shopkeeper located next to the pink police booth then dialed 112 to alert the police. And according to the eyewitness, Rajiv, the police personnel on a motorcycle, arrived first and tried to stop passing the auto rickshaws. Raj Kumar was then taken to the hospital, but he died. Take a listen.
सामने की तरफ देखिए आप, ये पुलिस बूथ है और पुलिस बूथ के ठीक बाहर 10 कदम भी नहीं होंगे ये जगह, और 10 कदम के ठीक बाहर जो है ये हादसा होता है, जहां पर एक शख्स की जो है दिन दहाड़े तकरीबन दिन के 2 बजे के आसपास जो है वो मौत हो जाती है। और इस मामले के अंदर परिवार जो है लगातार एलिगेशन लगा रहा है कि 72 घंटे से कोई FIR नहीं हुई है। यहाँ पर पुलिस के एक अधिकारी मौजूद हैं, यहाँ पर SI साहब भी हैं, उनसे ज़रा समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। सर, आप लोग FIR क्यों नहीं दर्ज कर रहे थे आगे साहब?
FIR इसमें हो चुकी,
FIR कर लिया है। परिवार बार बार एलिगेशन लगा रहा है कि जिस वक्त ये घटना घटती है,
इन्हें कोई लीगल जो है मैंडेटरी प्रोविजन थे, उनके लिए बुलाया था पूछताछ के लिए। FIR बहुत पहले।
इस मामले में कोई अरेस्टिंग हुई है? अरेस्टिंग हुई है?
देखिए, अभी इसमें जो है मुलजिमों की तलाश की जा रही है और जो भी उच्च अधिकारी कर रहे हैं, मैं जिसने दायित्व था उसके लिए आया। ठीक है।
अरेस्टिंग अभी तक एकाक भी हुई है कि नहीं हुई? 72 घंटे बीत चुके हैं।
अभी इस बारे में मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगा।
हमें ये बताया जाए,
तो इसमें एक चीज़ है, पुलिस ये कह रही है,
मैं मीडिया से उतनी बात कर सकता हूं, हालांकि मेरा मीडिया से बात करने का मुझे राइट नहीं है। बस
सिर्फ सीक्वेंस। एक सेकंड, कितना डिले कितना हुआ आपसे?
मेरे अधिकारियों से पूछिए, बस।
हम उनसे भी बात करेंगे, हम सिर्फ इतना जाना।
मैं स्वतंत्र नहीं हूँ।
नहीं, बिल्कुल जो यहाँ पर पब्लिक है वो सिर्फ इतना जानना चाह रही है। आपके ठीक सामने ये परिवार है, वो एलिगेशन ये लगा रहा है कि तकरीबन 1 घंटे से ज़्यादा का समय लगा।
मैं अधीनस्थ अधिकारी हूँ, मैं अपने अधिकारियों को बताऊंगा, मैं मीडिया से बताने के लिए स्वतंत्र नहीं। बस।
तो देखिए, यहाँ पर जो आईओ हैं उनका कहना है कि उनके पास जो है वो ऑर्डर्स नहीं है इस चीज़ को बताने के, लेकिन परिवार जो है, ये गमज़दा परिवार जो है, ये लगातार जो है इंसाफ की गुहार कर रहा है। इनका कहना है कि तकरीबन 72 घंटे से ज़्यादा बीत चुके हैं, लेकिन इस मामले के अंदर जो है अभी तक एक भी जो है अरेस्टिंग नहीं हुई। और
And joining me live now is Akil, who's joining me live from the spot. Akil, what we're seeing right now is a shocking police apathy. That man named Rajkumar was outside the Pink Booth police station seeking, begging for help for 40 odd minutes, but the scared women personnel refused to come out and help him. Tell us where the investigation is headed to, because like you also mentioned, no FIR, no arrest has been taken so far.
Well, Resha, if you see the broad daylight at around 2 p.m, what we have seen that this unfortunate tragedy has come to light, in which what we have seen that from this very side of Bhapudam area, 2 individuals were coming in an auto, and after that there was a verbal altercation which started, and later on this turned it into a physical altercation. And then what we have seen that in order to get some help, Rajkumar just arrived at the police station. But if you see, this is a police booth, this is Pink police booth, where what we have seen that Rajkumar arrived over here, and he was a very scared 22-year-old person, individual was very scared. He started knocking this very door, and at that point in time no one came to his rescue. There were 2 police personnel who were present at that point in time. There were 2 women constable who were present at that point in time, but they didn't open the door at that point when that incident has taken place. And if you see, initially Rajkumar started begging for help, and then he came over here, and then he requested the neighbors over here, the locals who were present, to request the police personnel to come out and solve that case. And later on what we have seen that in the CCTV footage that the NDTV team has exclusively accessed, in which it was clearly visible that 2 women constables came out from this police booth, and then they communicated it with the victim. And after that what we have, if you see, an ambulance was called in, and later on the police team was also called in over here, and there was certainly a delay. Right now in my hand, if you see, this is the FIR copy, and if you just go by the FIR, I would like to request my VG to just zoom in and show you the visuals over here. So if you can see over here it's written that इसी हालत में उसको लगभग 1 घंटे के उपरांत पुलिस द्वारा हॉस्पिटल पहुंचाया गया, which simply means that there was certainly a delay of approximately 1 hour. So why there was a delay? This was not the location which was in a rural area. This was a place where the incident has taken place just outside a police booth, not even 100 meters away. This is just few steps away from the police station. What we have seen that this heinous crime has taken place, and Rajkumar has been constantly demanding and seeking intervention of the police team, but no police official has responded. And after that, when he was taken to a nearby hospital, then it was very late, approximately 1 hour delay in this very case, and later the doctors have declared him brought dead.
Right, Akil, you've given us a gist of what has happened and what led to his death. Rajkumar, who was bleeding, who was begging for help for 40 minutes. You're standing right there where he was begging for help outside the Pink Booth police station, Ghaziabad. But like you also mentioned that the two women police personnel were scared to come out. They say in their statements that Raj Kumar was intoxicated and they kept on telling him that you perhaps need to go to the another police station and not the Pink Booth. But it all trickles down to the same question that because of the delay, we lost a young life.
Well, that's right. If you see, there was certainly a delay of more than 1 hour. Being the first respondent on ground zero, the police team could have at least done two things. First one, they could have at least informed the patrolling team over here so that they could have arrived on time and they could have taken that very individual Raj Kumar to a nearby hospital. Second one, even the ambulance could have been called, but certainly there was a delay, more than 35 to 40 minutes of delay in arriving ambulance over here at the. So there are several lapses which has taken place. And initially, while we have been speaking to some of the police sources, they are saying that the moment this incident has taken place, initially when the police constable have just come out from this very police booth and they have just informed the police team. But certainly, if you would just go by the FIR details, there is a clear mention that there was certainly a delay of 1 hour. So there is certainly a negligence from the police side as well. That if there wasn't such kind of delay, then Raj Kumar would have been
right. Akhil, absolutely. While the pink police booth are perhaps made for women and their safety, but who takes accountability for such a young life lost? Let's now take you through other news, and this time from Noida, where 2 people died and 48 others were rescued after fire that reportedly started while an electric vehicle was being swept through a residential building in Noida's Mamura village on Wednesday. Well, the blaze broke out in the ground floor parking area and it then spread quickly to nearby vehicles and sent thick smoke through the building, further prompting the evacuation of around 50 families. The owner of the building has now been arrested, and the police officials claim that the fire was likely triggered by an e-bike electric, with the blaze subsequently spreading to nearby petrol-powered vehicles as well. As we speak, rescue operations are underway and firefighters are trying to evacuate the trapped residents and also bring the blaze under control.
एक इलेक्ट्रिक ईवी स्कूटी जो चार्जिंग में लगी थी उसमें स्पार्किंग हुई और उससे उस गाड़ी में आग लग गई और उसके आसपास खड़ी तमाम गाड़ियों में आग लग गई और उससे जो फ्यूम जनरेट हुआ वो काफ़ी मात्रा में उस बिल्डिंग के ऊपरी हिस्सों में ये चला गया और उसमें जो रहने वाले लोगों में उनके घरों में ये पहुंच गया। और जैसी सूचना मिली, पुलिस की टीमें और फायर सर्विस की रेस्क्यू टीमें और हाइड्रोलिक जो इक्विपमेंट्स हैं और फायर के जो टेंडर्स हैं मौके पर सबने पहुंच करके रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन शुरू किया।
I'm currently present in the Mamura village of Noida, and I'm currently present at the spot where a huge fire broke out and right outside the building where the fire broke out. And the important details are as such that as many as 2 people have lost their life. Now, the fire is said to have been because of an electric vehicle that was charging over here. It's said to have caught fire, after which there were other vehicles as well, petrol vehicles that caught fire. So that's an important update coming in at this hour from Delhi NCR region. Let me also take you through the visuals right over here. You can see that the officials are present on spot. They're trying to ascertain what happened. As many as 2 people have passed away, like I said, and several people have been injured. More details are now coming in. Now, this is what the building looks like. From the inside, it's absolutely burned. Authorities are restricting access so as to, in fact, gather evidence from the spot, any evidence that may be crucial to the investigation. Very important case this is because, of course, remember, like in Malvi Nagar also we saw a similar tragedy occur. In Lucknow also, Uttar Pradesh recently, we saw a similar fire breakout. So there is a lot of questions being asked about why this is happening, what the authorities are doing. This is an extremely cramped up area. So as you can see that the width of this lane is not such that would facilitate the entry of 4-wheelers inside this. You can see that there are people who are driving 2-wheelers, but the width of this area is not such that, you can have a fire ambulance or, even an ambulance enter. It's very narrow in area. It's very cramped up, the roads are not properly built, and the houses you see are very congested. So very important questions being raised about what happens in such a scenario where a fire breaks out. Where do the people go? Who do they reach out for help?
All right, we have some breaking news coming in from Maharashtra's Pune, where residents thrashed a coaching class operator who is accused of molesting a 14-year-old girl. A case has now been registered under the POXCO Act against the private coaching class teacher, perhaps an operator, for allegedly touching the 14-year-old minor girl in an inappropriate manner. This occurred in Maharashtra's Pune, and the incident took place within the jurisdiction of Ambegaon Pathar Police Station in Pune. The coaching class operator has now been identified as Arif Saeed. Police have taken him into custody and further investigation is underway. And we have those the visuals running on the screen right now, that operator being thrashed by the police officials. The tutor has been put under the POXCO Act after assaulting a 14-year-old minor. This happened in Maharashtra's Pune, where that tutor assaulted a 14-year-old girl. A case has been registered under POXCO Act, but it again trickles down to the same question: are minors, are young girls actually safe? Because this heinous incident coming from Maharashtra's Pune, where a tutor himself has assaulted a student, a 14-year-old girl. He has, of course, been booked under POXCO Act, and further action will be taken against him. On your screens right now are the residents of the locality where he teaches students. They are thrashing the tutor. As we speak, he's, of course, been booked under POXCO Act. Well, I'm now being joined by my colleague Sujata from Pune. Sujata, an extremely heinous incident from Maharashtra's Pune, where a tutor himself has assaulted a 14-year-old minor. He's been booked. He's under police custody. But tell us more.
Well, yes, to begin with, POXCO Act, under that, a complaint has been registered where a private coaching class tutor identified as Arif Saeed was taken into police custody after the allegations of molestation that has been placed upon him, and the accused allegedly touched a 14-year-old girl, minor girl, inappropriately within the premises and within that of the coaching center, which led to outrage erupting within the residents. And after there are visuals also that are coming up in which we could see the residents thrashing the tutor for behaving in such a manner with the young girl. Police is trying to probe whether were there any such past incidents, or are there any other young children who would want to who would have faced such incidents, and whether do they want to register their complaint. So the entire process is currently underway, but yes, a complaint FIR has been registered under the POXCO Act. Back to you.
Right, Sujata. Thanks for sharing those crucial insights here with us. We're tracking this story very closely. And we're staying on with stories from Maharashtra. Political speculation over merger of Sharad Pawar faction is only intensifying in the state. NCP SP MP Supriya Sule has now denied reports of any kind of merger with NDA, and she said that they will never join hands with the NDA. This, of course, comes after key leaders from both the factions, NCP and Sharad Pawar faction, met Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis at his official residence last night. NCP leaders Praful Patel and Sunil Tatkare, along with NCP SP leader Jayant Patel, they all held separate meetings with the Chief Minister, further triggering a buzz over possible political realignments in Maharashtra. Jayant has also dismissed any link between his meeting and those of the other leaders, saying that he met the Chief Minister only to discuss the disqualification of the Islampur Municipal Council chief and constituency-related issues, and not any kind of a merger with NDA or something like that. Take a listen to all the reactions coming in on this.
NCP कभी भी NCP SP किसी के दबाव में आने वाली पार्टी नहीं। ना हम दबाव में कल थे, ना आज है, ना कल रहेंगे। हम दबाव में कोई काम नहीं करते। ये देश दबाव से नहीं चलेगा या किसी की मनमर्जी से नहीं चलेगा। ये देश सिर्फ और सिर्फ भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर के संविधान से चलेगा।
My constituency, there is a town called Uranishwarpur. In that constituency, in that city, the mayor who got elected by about 7,000 votes margin, he was somebody approached collector, and collector gave a decision and disqualified him. So we wanted to appeal to the government. Then the next appeal stage is at the minister. Since Eknath Shinde had gone to Delhi, I had no choice but to meet Chief Minister. I asked his time.
All right, while there are huge question marks, if there's any kind of huge realignment in Maharashtra, any kind of mergers, let's now tell you about the huge constitutional amendment bill showdown that's happening here in New Delhi, which also seeks to expand the number of seats of Lok Sabha. Let's tell you what all has happened so far. It is a fresh political battle which has erupted over the proposed Constitution Amendment Bill, with the BJP and Congress, both the parties now trading charges over its intent and also its impact. Congress MP P. Chidambaram has said that the bill's real purpose is not women's reservation, but delimitation of constituencies in India. Also, NCP SP MP Supriya Suli, you just heard her bite a short while ago, she has said that they will only hold discussions on the bill if the government will give 50% increase in Lok Sabha seats, promise in writing. Sources say that the government is now preparing to bring key constitution amendment bill, but only after ensuring it has the numbers to pass them. The BJP has hit back, calling his claims politically motivated and also misleading. The party said that delimitation is a constitutional procedure which is aimed at ensuring fair representation for citizens of India.
P. Chidambaram's statement is politically motivated and legally misleading. The 106th Constitution Amendment has already provided the 33% reservation to women in both Parliament and Assemblies. But its implementation is linked to constitutional process such as census and delimitation. Delimitation is a constitutional process, not a conspiracy. And anything Chidambaram says that to the people of India is only misleading. The constitutional process of delimitation is to ensure that every citizen of India has a proper representation in the Parliament and Assembly.
Trying to tell to the people again, misleading them that BJP is now going to bring the 131st Amendment with some changes, and they are again talking of the injustice to southern states, this and that. Whether the bill will be introduced or not, it is up to the government to decide. But the Congress should understand that the 50% increase from the existing seats in all the states will render justice to all the states equally. But they try to bring some theories, some mathematics, and tell the people that southern states are going to get injustice. It is not so.
हमने मांग नहीं की कोई, इंडिया अलायंस ने कोई मांग नहीं की. हम सिर्फ कह रहे कि 33% रिजर्वेशन जो महिलाओं के लिए लाया है उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कीजिए. ये हमारी मांग है, लिमिटेड मांग है. डीलिमिटेशन की कोई भी मांग इंडिया अलायंस ना एनसीपी एसपी ने की है. हमारी कोई मांग नहीं है. हमारी सिर्फ इतनी मांग सीमित है कि आपने महिलाओं को आरक्षण देने का वायदा किया था, वो वायदा पूरा कीजिए. सिंपल.
अगर सरकार वापस वो बिल लाते हैं तो पूरा अपोजिशन इकट्ठा होकर उनको विरोध करेंगे. हमने जो उनको सूचनाएं की है, इस प्रकार से बिल में आप थोड़ा दुरुस्ती करो, अमेंडमेंट करो, लेकर आइए. अगर उस हमारी बात मानी जाती है तो हम उसके ऊपर चर्चा करेंगे.
And shifting our focus to other news, Taslima Nasreen, she's all set to return to Kolkata. That's nearly after 20 years, after 2 decades. And this has led to a huge uproar in the state of war of words, which has also erupted between the ruling party and the opposition, because she is returning after 2 decades. And Taslima Nasreen was forced to leave Kolkata amid violent protests. Bangladesh-born author Taslima Nasreen will be returning to Kolkata, and she will also attend an anti-fundamentalism program at Rabindra Sadan on August 1st. Well, the exiled writer had left Kolkata in 2007. That's following demonstrations against her and over her writings, which critics alleged hurt religious sentiments. The Bharatiya Janata Party has perhaps welcomed Nasreen's visit and also her return, calling it a matter of pride. BJP leader Agnimitra Paul said that a new Bengal would not bend before fundamentalist forces. The TMC, however, has strongly criticized the BJP stand. TMC has further alleged that Taslima Nasreen has repeatedly spoken against the Muslim community and Shariat in Islam. TMC further claimed that the BJP supports people who make anti-Muslim remarks. This is perhaps her return has led to a war of words between the TMC and the Bharatiya Janata Party. Take a listen to all the reactions coming in on this story.
আমি বলেছিলাম তসলিমা নাসরিনের কণ্ঠস্বরকে কেন বাজেয়াপ্ত করা হবে? তিনি তো ওখানে যে হিন্দু নিপীড়ন, যে অত্যাচার শিকার, তা নিয়ে তিনি লজ্জা লিখেছিলেন। সেই বই আবার বুদ্ধদেব ভট্টাচার্য বাজেয়াপ্ত করিয়েছিলেন, প্রকৃত সত্য যাতে না আসে, সেটাও করেছিলেন ব্লক ভোটের স্বার্থে। তা কোনো লেখিকা আসবেন এখানে, আমারই দাবি ছিল, তিনি আসছেন, স্বাগত তাকে।
आने का मौका नहीं मिला नहीं बोलेंगे, उनको प्रोटेक्शन नहीं दिया गया, उनको इस्तेमाल किया गया, उनको फेंक दिया गया। लेफ्ट फ्रंट इतना मुसलमान